It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, that one's picked off.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw testing the middle. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on first and second down. So you force the offense to consistently have to try on third and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. And they heave it deep downfield. Incomplete, almost a first down interception here on the opening drive.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out, and they get a drive going this time. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position, down to the 24. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The Gamecocks pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
I like the call here, third down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on third down and long. That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. They try to run it with the option. They'll toss it to the back. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And he'll drop back here on third down. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Gets the kick away from his own end zone. On the return, it's Daniels. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play. And the Gamecocks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that 1st down? Great job by the D.
The Gamecocks will line up to kick it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Here's the 2nd down play. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. Looks like LSU has the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Slides a quick throw. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just...
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
Catch made on the left side. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Second down and goal upcoming. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, LSU. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. It's the running back in the flat. Breaking free at the 35. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
He's moving out of the pocket. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Her last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Second down play coming up. Direct snap to the back. Fights through a tackle. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Short throw complete to the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
1st down and 10 now. And the quarterback dropping back. There's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This is the 6th play on the drive. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And he drops back in the gun. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his target. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
First and goal, handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! Can you say methodical? Marathon march crew just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
14, South Carolina, 0.
And the Gamecocks will kick this away to begin the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Big, hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Great job by your offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. And they pick up the first on the ground.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on 4th down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the linebacker is really the quarterback of the defense on this play. Diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks to the left, pass caught. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd manageable here for this offense.
Powering right past the defender. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Well, he extended the play, but doesn't find the receiver open and goes down. So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team.
Number 14 on the field goal.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Picks up 3. 2nd down going up.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for the wide out. That's incomplete. They weren't. But it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. That last possession produced a field goal, but more importantly, it milked the clock. And they do that again. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, LSU 17, South Carolina 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And I think the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice 1st down.
Looking to make a big play downfield. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball. Get out of Dodge. Keep everybody healthy.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And there's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
He's brought down at the 8-yard line. 2nd down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
South Carolina 0.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Quick throw to the left. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
South Carolina, 0.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
South Carolina offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Defense is coming after him. And the tackle is made. The defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here. Looking downfield. It's Tate. He'll take a deep shot. Well, the defender makes the catch, but it's ruled out of bounds, so incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Extending the play now. Breaking free at the 35. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And here comes a deep shot. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Look out, he's got some space. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Picks up 1. Brings up third down.
Third down coming up after that running play. Now, to play fake, he'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make the accurate throws.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Now it's second down here. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
On the ground, it's Schmidt. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding